Hey, it's your boy SergDragon, and welcome back to another edition of the Heavens Monsters podcast. With me always is T-Money, King of Puppies. There you go. Let me move this so we can actually see the time. There you go. Okay, so this time it will be the April 1st and 2nd edition of 2019 Monday Night Raw and Tuesday Night Smackdown review. So let's get started. First up, it's April Fool's on Monday, and nobody did an April Fool's joke. Mainly because it's WrestleMania. They gotta be serious for this. They cannot have people making jokes. That sucks. Case in point. Oh wait, no, she did do an April Fool's joke. Son of a bitch. I totally forgot about it. The only person who did an April Fool's joke was Stephanie McMahon, who kicked off the Monday Night Raw with her mentioning that she was going to be in the fatal triple threat and making a fatal four-way at WrestleMania for the Raw Women's title. And she said, nah, I'm just joking. But this is no joke. She then stated the fact that at WrestleMania, the main event would be between Becky Lynch, Ronda Rousey, and Charlotte Flair. That has not changed. And it will be winners takes all. So for the first time in a long time, we'll have an undisputed women's champion holding both Raw and SmackDown at the same time. And personally, Ronda Rousey is undefeated. Still to this day. She's been undefeated for over a year. Over a year. So, we'll have to wait and see if she still retains, or will Charlotte or Becky take it all. Well, this is getting pretty good. Yeah. What are your stakes on that?
I'm going for Becky.
You're going for Becky? Mm-hmm. I couldn't care less. I want to see a fight. And these girls, man, we'll talk about that later in the show.
Because Charlotte has more. Everybody knows Charlotte is getting all these chances because her dad is Ric Flair.
Mm-hmm. And Ronda Rousey's been undefeated. So this will be a first on defeat on her count if Becky won or Charlotte.
You know she's a heel.
Who?
Ronda Rousey.
Oh, yeah. She's a badass.
Her and Charlotte, though.
All right, next after that, it comes to the part where Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar state that your reigning, defending, undisputed Universal Champion Brock Lesnar, and still after WrestleMania next week, Brock Lesnar, that kind of stuff. Here comes Seth Rollins, and cutting off all the talk. Seth Rollins low blow not once but twice to Brock Lesnar.
I like both of them. I like both of them, but I'm praying for Seth because you're gonna get some powerhouse.
I like Brock Lesnar. I like what he do. I just don't like how he's been doing it because of the fact that he's been taking too many fucking vacations.
He's been doing it since 2002.
I know. I like when he was around still, coming every night.
But here's the thing.
Bringing the pain, like Taz said.
His thing, he don't look like he used to be.
Yeah, he ain't the one who brings the pain. He's just the conqueror.
No,
he comes and goes.
When I say what I just told you, he ain't like big and muscle.
Oh yeah, he lost it. Age does that. Age does that.
No, it's not new to age because they say that the reason he lost it, he wasn't feeling too good. Yeah.
Well, anyway, he definitely not feeling too good with his nuts being shot twice, and then his head stomped in. So that was said, it was put to Seth Rollins' attention that if he does that at WrestleMania, he would lose his chance at the Universal title. He would be disqualified. He says, I'm not a champion. And he comes back and says, yet.
So, Seth, I'm praying for you. You're a showman / technician. Mm-hmm. And you're going up against a powerhouse. Good luck.
Yeah. Next up, we have Becky and Sasha Banks teaming up with Natalya and Beth Phoenix against the Iconics and Nia Jax and Tamina. Ultimately, Beth Phoenix would get the win on account of her plowing Tamina through the fucking barricade like Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman. Goddamn! When was the last time we saw that done by a woman? Oh yeah, Nia Jax.
China.
Back in the day, yeah. That was a long time ago.
China, and then there was Jazz.
Oh, yeah. But to see Beth Phoenix do it, like maybe the first, or it's been a long time since she's done that. And then she comes in and puts, I think her name is Peyton Royce, one of the Iconics, into the Glamour Slam. And that's it. She still got it. Everybody's screaming, you still got it.
Yeah, she's Edge's wife.
Hell yeah. They got a baby. Little Edge Phoenix. Edge Phoenix.
They got 2 children.
Oh, 2 Edge Phoenix. You got Beth Edge and Edge Phoenix. Yeah, just messing with names. All right. For once, Batista actually shows up and actually makes a little video that showcases that in all Triple H's career, he has never once beaten Batista, and he wants to really rub that in his face at WrestleMania because he's going to end his career. He says, we don't know. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I'll mention that in just a bit.
See, I like the old Batista, not the new Batista.
New Batista's a whiny little bitch.
Yeah. The old Batista where he was like, where, let's say, he had that full head of hair, like yours.
And I'm balding. I'm balding. You look under this layer of hair and you see I'm balding. I got an arrowhead-shaped bald.
And the one thing he did, he lost a little muscle.
Oh, yeah. That's MMA. I'm noticing that when they have big-ass muscles, they lose it when they're in MMA. So they can maneuver better. Grapple. Those big-ass muscles, you can hardly grab anything.
And the attire he had when he came back, I don't know. MMA trunks he had on some tennis shoes with it.
I haven't seen it. You have to show me later.
Okay.
And next up, we have Apollo Crews versus Jinder Mahal lumberjack match. And everybody is going nuts after that match because I think Apollo Crews won. Yeah.
Wait, back to Batista. You did see that because remember he came back in 2014 and they formed Evolution again. I
already forgot. Shit. I needed somebody to show me that.
Okay.
Well, in the lumberjack match, I know for a fact Apollo Crews won because because of the fact that Jinder Mahal's been on a losing streak epically. He has not won a match in a while. You would have seen that.
I know some of his fans are saying that he ain't the Jinder Mahal that we knew.
He's not the, what do you call it?
Modern day Maharaja.
Nope. He ain't no prince. He's somebody. He's everybody's bitch right now.
No, it's more like an emperor.
No, I looked it up. It means prince. I actually was wondering what the hell that
I always thought he might like prince of his emperor. That's what I thought.
Well, anyway, in that match, all the guys come in and they just tear each other apart one after another, throwing each other out for the Andre the Giant Battle Royale. And Apollo Crews stands tall looking at it and having people in that front row take a picture of him, making himself look good. I didn't know because I guess we were too busy. I'm guessing we were getting pizza that day for last year's WrestleMania. Matt Hardy won last year's. I didn't know that. I thought it was Mojo Rawley. I'm thinking 2 years ago, not last year.
I'm glad that Matt Hardy is back to his old self.
No, he's a mixture. We still haven't seen that redneck one.
No, it's not. You don't see him wearing his old Hardy Boy.
Oh, he's wearing a bunch of stuff. He had the V. He had the Extreme.
No, I'm talking about what you see him on SmackDown. What he's wearing now. He's wearing the old Hardy Boys getup.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hardy.
That's what they wore when they when they were with Michael P.S. Hayes and Terry Rollins and Lita.
All right. Well,
Gangrel.
Besides Batista trying to end the career of Triple H, we have a career retirement match at WrestleMania. Courtesy of the fact of Kurt Angle fighting Baron Corbin, Rey Mysterio comes in to defend Kurt Angle's honor and wants to teach Baron Corbin a lesson. And Mysterio fights Baron Corbin and actually got the win. He got the win on him because he's like, the hell? He's mad because that's some bad momentum going into WrestleMania for him. Now here's a match I remember because I was mad. So I'm going to mention that after that little bit of info I told you guys that I found out. I can't believe. Did you know? Oh, that's right. You don't watch that show. I'll get to that.
You talking about Impact?
No. Wait for it. Okay, so it would be a tag team match featuring The Revival versus Aleister Black and Ricochet. In which case, they had the upper hand, but thanks to the bald-headed one of Revival underneath the ring without the referee's notice, because it was almost a count-out for both of them, but the other member of Revival got in, and Ricochet was about to go in, but instead of jumping in, he was he had his leg and he couldn't get in the ring. He was underneath the apron, under the mat, the ring. So by count out, the Revival win and retain their titles. And both Aleister Black and Ricochet are pissed, and that's when I saw him do it. And I've seen him done it plenty of times, but I thought it was like maybe a thing that other superstars were doing since Prince Puma did it from Lucha Underground. And then I think about it, and I'm like, fuck those tattoos, don't tell me. I Google, I use a speakerphone, I say, Prince Puma. Guess what I got?
Ricochet is Prince Puma.
Yep, I got Ricochet.
But here's the thing what Revival is doing. They're trying to prove that they're the best tag team in WWE.
Yeah.
But to me, they're not, because...
Yeah, who's going to fight them at WrestleMania? That's the question.
WWE is still working on that.
Yeah. We'll see.
Because the Hardy Boys, they are... I
haven't seen AOP in a while. I think one of them's injured.
Yeah, probably so. Because the Hardy Boys, they are in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal tournament.
Mm. Oh, AOP stands for Authors of Pain. They just don't call them that anymore. They call them AOP. I don't know why. Authors of Pain sound more badass.
Why do you think they call them, like I told you about, they changed, why do you think they changed the names of the wrestlers?
Anyway, with Ricochet being Prince Puma, I was like, oh, damn. I love it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the fact that Prince Puma is Ricochet in reality on WWE. I love it. I'm just sad for Lucha Underground because now they can't use the Prince Puma storyline because he's got WWE, and WWE is very stingy on letting them wrestle anywhere else. They don't. They just don't. So no Prince Puma for season 5 of Lucha Underground until he leaves WWE, which I doubt. He's doing so well, and I love it. I'm not gonna say it's a love-hate. Love-hate.
The Ambrose, he's still going. He's leaving because his contract expired.
Oh, one thing we can look forward to is another season with Jake Strong, aka Jack Swagger, and the new appearance because he was in the finale as the secret boss. What was his name? Bad News.
Barrett.
Yeah, Barrett. I would say Bray Wyatt, but then there's the other way around. There's Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett. That's his name. That's how I remember those two because their names are similar, just reverse.
You know who his ex-girlfriend is still in WWE?
Yeah.
His ex-girlfriend, Alicia Fox.
Anyway, here. Turn it off. Let's see. What came next? Scroll up. I wanted to mention that in this podcast. I was tripping balls. I didn't even know. I did not even know. But you passing some stuff. It was loading. Okay, so let's go back to that. See, it was loading. Here we go. Oh, wait, that should be the last thing. Let me see if there's anything else. Yep, I guess that would be the last thing. Goddamn. Okay, so the main event would be the Riot Squad versus the main event at WrestleMania, Charlotte, Ronda Rousey, and Becky Lynch versus the Riot Squad, but here's the stipulation. They are to not betray each other, meaning they are not to attack each other in any form of way, unless it's tag in, tag out, that kind of stuff. That's it. Or possibly, break up the pin. That would be, or submission. That's the only other thing. And otherwise, if whoever betrayed him first or second would be taken out of the pay-per-view altogether. And they didn't want that. So Ronda Rousey finally getting in the ring, puts that submission hold, and the second the bell rings, ding, 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 and your winner. She just goes attacking Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch gets on that. After that, it's just a straight up brawl between security guards, and then finally the Washington, D.C. police, because that's where they were, comes in and arrests all three of them. Because first it was Ronda Rousey kicking freaking policemen out of the way, so she's put handcuffs. Then Becky jumps her and gets handcuffs, and she says, "Not again!" And then Charlotte kicking Ronda Rousey and then getting her handcuffed, and they're just... Oh, dear God, man. It was funny. I know that's going to be on YouTube. WWE is going to upload that for sure. For sure. No doubt. Look that up. If I find it, I'll put it in the description down below. For sure. This is crazy. They went ahead. This is one of the things. They put Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch in the same back car. What the hell is these people thinking? They should have got 3 cars. Why did they get only 2? They're stupid. So they break through. Ronda Rousey breaks through breaks down the window. They take Becky Lynch out. They try to put her in the car with Charlotte. They open the door. Here comes Charlotte kicking them, and then Ronda Rousey, while those two are fighting and having the cops on them, freaking. I don't know how she did it while handcuffed. They got her hands behind her back. She managed to get to the front, put the pedal to the metal in the damn car, and hit the other cop car. Like, what the hell? And then they put her back in the car, and she sticks her head out the window, cussing her ass off, and she gets kneed into the face by Charlotte. So they get Becky Lynch out of there. Then they get Charlotte with the broken window out of there, and Ronda Rousey and Charlotte is staying there until another cop car comes. That was crazy. Fuck, dude. Oh damn! I love this. I love this. You never see this shit. You never see this shit with the women, right? I love it. I love it. I love it. I fucking love it. Yeah. I bet everybody stayed for that. After that. They tell me people left. They fucked up. They fucked up. That was good shit.
You don't know this. Most people do leave when because like there's been when women's in the main event, they don't like that. Believe me, I be hearing this stuff while I might go to wrestling shows.
Anyway, we'll be right back with SmackDown Live. All right, we're back. Starting off SmackDown would be Becky Lynch issuing the fact that she is going to WrestleMania and that everything led up to this since last WrestleMania. Even at SummerSlam, the game changed when she slapped the hell out of her frenemy, Charlotte Flair.
A former friend.
That's frenemy. She says friend, they're not friends, they're frenemies, they're enemies, friend. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. You would have to watch it. You would have to watch it. It was good. Next up, and a shout out to our boys Xavier Hill and Mike Henry. A link to their YouTube pages will be in the description down below. Another shout out also to our fellow Heaven Monsters, Renee, Farrell, Andre, Chris Petrie, and Delvin. Because it's the Kevin Owens show. You would think I would dread that. Mm-hmm. But once again, he did a good job. Because he had AJ Styles and Randy Orton in the ring. And boy, yeah, it's going to go dark.
Okay.
Can I say it first?
Go ahead.
And AJ Styles burn, like the 70s show, burn, ruining Randy Orton because he's mentioning all the things he did while he was over there getting school gyms and but he's AJ Styles goes, yeah, I was wrestling in school gymnasiums for 12 to 24 dozen people while you were over here failing a drug test. Oh, he went there. Oh, I totally forgot about that. Oh, everybody's going through that. You got burnt. You got burnt. You got burnt. Go ahead. Your turn.
Hey, I do watch that 70 show.
Yeah, I know. That is classic. Burn. Yeah. They still show that. That's fun.
Yeah, it's just sad that the original Lord passed away.
Anyway, so it would then get into a feud, and after hearing that, Kevin Owens just gets up and walks out. knowing what's coming next. He didn't say jack. He didn't stir the pot. He didn't have to do nothing. He just had these two in the ring, and it was awesome. Although I saw this coming a mile away, AJ Styles, our boy Chris Petrie, who loves him to death. He loves his character so much. I bet you didn't like seeing freaking AJ Styles goes for the phenomenal forearm and gets rated RKO.
Hey, I like Randy Orton. I'm hoping he wins against AJ Styles.
I couldn't care less. I want to see that fight. I want to see that fight. It's a good fight.
Randy Orton is the man. So
the Viper, the Legend Killer, Apex Predator, all that, and the bag of chips. What kind of chips?
Don't say former playgirl. Damn it! I just said.
I'm like, wait, what? Your reaction made me burn.
The ladies' man himself.
I was not even going to laugh until you said, "Damn it! I couldn't help myself. I just busted a gut right there thanks to you."
He's a ladies' man.
I'm about to say, what? You said, "Damn it!"
He's also a former Army. He's also a Marine.
I haven't seen that movie yet.
Randy Orton is also was in the Marine.
Marine 2.
No.
Oh wait.
No, he was a Marine in real life.
Oh yeah, he wasn't in the Marine. He was in the 12 rounds and Condemned.
Not the movie. That's what in real life.
I was thinking that there's only been 3 people who've done the Marine.
Yeah.
Not including Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels was in the last one.
But he wasn't the starter.
Yeah, the Marines was. Anyway, moving on. I got a shout out to my boy Xavier Hill. How did you feel about this show as well as the Kevin Owens shows? I'm still saying after WrestleMania at some point he's going to go back into the babyface heel.
But
I know he is. Same with the Miz.
But for him to do that, someone else has to be the babyface.
We got plenty of baby faces right now.
Yeah, but it's like this. That's how they do it. If the Miz or Kevin Owens be a former heel, has to be a babyface.
And how do you feel, Chris Petrie? Leave it in the comments down below, my brother. Tell us how you feel about AJ Styles getting RKO. Not just any RKO, rated RKO. Back in the day, because that's in the video game, where the person comes at him and he just hits him on a flying RKO.
But that's not a rated RKO. That's like rated RKO is like a double RKO.
No, that's what I see in the video game. You look up the video game for turnbuckle moves. You see freaking rated RKO is one of them. Like, what the hell? And here we have a
mockery of the diamond cutter.
Yep. That's another thing he said. You have to rip off that move. That's the only move he knows, he said. Anyway, here's a good one. The Usos in a fatal 4-way, or tag match, actually. Tag match. The Usos, Alexa Black, and Ricochet versus The Bar, Rusev. The Usos. I said Rusev twice. And Shinsuke Nakamura. Ultimately, but the Usos and Alexa Black and Ricochet winning the match before surprise guest from Monday Night Raw, the host of WrestleMania, Alexa Bliss, comes in and states that it was admirable for the Usos to forfeit for the New Day, but consequences will be made. And at WrestleMania, the Usos will have to fight against all 3 of those men in that match, which include Rusev, Shinsuke Nakamura, The Bar, and Alexa Black and Ricochet. And that's another thing I want to mention. It isn't just Impact tonight that's airing on Friday. Tonight, it's the WrestleMania weekend, starting off with NXT TakeOver New York. It's on right now. So check it out if you haven't already.
I want to say this, and there's a pro wrestling legend has signed up with Impact. It is RVD.
The whole effing show. Yep. We'll talk about that. I don't know. You think we can do a small one? Yeah. Come Monday?
Yeah.
I don't know. We try because we know we take up time doing
this.
But
here's the thing: we gotta speed up our work though.
Yeah, I might have to help you then.
Yeah.
Because I can get done fast vacuuming. There's no question. I get done in an hour.
That's true.
So, we'll see.
And I want everyone to know, I'm going back to watching Impact because my show is not just for today. Because they're not showing my show today.
Neat. The Iconics address WrestleMania. On account, they're mentioning this, they're mentioning that, they're mentioning the Usos having their Fatal 4-Way match, and them being a Fatal 4-Way match for the tag team titles, and they're going to make WrestleMania iconic. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, but those two get my nerves.
I know, they're Barbie dolls.
They're just like the Bellatons when they were heel.
They're like the modern day Kardashians. That's what the Bellas were actually being at the time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Next up would be a 3-on-1 match from of The Miz versus all 3 members of Sanity. In which case, damn. What? Damn. Fucking forgot his name. Eric Young. There you go. Eric Young completely shaved everything. He's not just bald. His face is shaved. Like, damn. He got that face again. We haven't seen that face since TNA. When he was wearing the, what was it? The it was the Universal title? The TV title?
Well, Eric Young?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a TV champion.
Yeah, he had that look when he was TV champion. Yeah. Ultimately, I got to give credit to The Miz. This is the one time I've actually seen him not run. He's taking risks. He's whipping ass. He's actually won in a match that later on, it was a triple 3-on-1 handicap match. Later on, thanks to Shane, turned into a falls count anywhere. In which case, he took it outside and pinned Eric Young. And then freaking rammed one of the briefcases, the suitcase things, on wheels and rams it into Eric Young. And there's Shane McMahon, once again, in the car, running away. And Miz is like, come on!
Yeah, I tell y'all the truth, I knew Shane McMahon was going to do that anyway.
I'm surprised the Miz did that. I hope he keeps doing that, because he needs to.
I knew Shane McMahon was going to run like how he always did that.
Oh, I guess we did the promo early, because that's what the photo showed. Becky Lynch does the promo. Okay. This is interesting. For the first time ever in WWE history, an 18-person mixed tag team match. We had the likes of the Heavy Machinery, the Hardy Boys, R-Truth, or Fabulous Truth, because there's also Nikki Cross on SmackDown with Sanity. That's good. Asuka, Naomi, and look at that. Look at it. All ass pressed on the mat. That's something else I gotta mention. That's why that just made me remember. I had to show these guys because I couldn't believe it. I was like,
I'm not impressed by Naomi. So
yep. In that match, we had a bunch of people fighting, including Shelton Benjamin on their side. All this, that. They had so many people. And it'd be for the match for the women's battle royale at WrestleMania and the Andre the Giant battle royale for the men's. In this match, it was actually broken up because of the fact that it just broke out. There was no pin. There was no submission. Just straight up fight. Everybody throwing each other out, men and women alike. And when that happened, Naomi single-handedly eliminated the Good Brothers, a.k.a. the Club. First eliminating by tossing out Carl Anderson and then giving Luke Gallows the rear view. All he saw was neon green ass.
So you know, they're not going to have women's battle royal for WrestleMania.
Who?
They're not having a women's battle royal for WrestleMania. They're not.
But they had the trophy there. That's going to be in the kickoff.
Yeah, but not
it's going to be an 11-hour marathon.
Yeah.
That's what Mikey said. Boy, Mikey.
But I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it's going to be a kick. I'm talking about in the actual show. I'm not talking about the kickoff.
Yeah, they're going to have the women's battle royale.
Yeah, that's it. I'm talking about they're not going to have it at the actual show like that.
I know. I figured it'd be in a kickoff. Because they do that every time with the Andre and the women's battle royale.
Yeah.
Anyway, ultimately, and I think I think Otis Dozovich is like you. He loves his blondes. He said this to Alexa Bliss, and now he's saying it to Mandy Rose. Pretty lady! And he's jiggling, and he says, I'm coming! Gets tossed up by Shelton Benjamin, and then Shelton Benjamin is being called a hero to Drake Maverick. And then Nikki Cross eliminates Mandy Rose, and apparently Shelton Benjamin's like, I ain't having none of that. Yeah, you is, because she's jumping your back like a monkey. Ultimately, it would be the EC3 eliminating Matt Hardy, and then finally, and this ain't even a match, this is just a straight up idea of what might happen at their respectable matches, battle royales. But then you got Jeff Hardy and Asuka, an unlikely duo, teaming up together and beating the hell and eliminating EC3. And then Jeff Hardy gets eliminated by Asuka. And she's the last one, and she's just dancing and all that.
Jeff Hardy said on social media that he didn't like being limited by a woman. Needed that shot to mention.
Well, too damn bad. Equal opportunity, I say. If a man can do it, you know damn well a woman can.
Male wrestlers don't like.
Give him the opportunity.
Male wrestlers don't like that. They always have like.
I'd be laughing my head off if a woman eliminated me. I'd be like, she got me! She got me! Ah, you got you!
Why do you think when Jarrett?
I walk in there and shake her hand and say, "Let's do this again sometime."
Why do you think that happened? Why do you think the reason why Jarrett was in the WWE, he left because he got beaten by China.
Well, we might have to end this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. We already hit the 31-minute mark, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Hit that subscribe button if you like the content, and I'll see you in the next Heaven's Monsters podcast. Peace out, y'all.
Jarrett didn't even like that.
Say bye.
Bye.